I think I found a way to breathe. Exhale on the beach, birds chirping on the trees. Exhale, I thought that quitting would relieve exhales, but I gave up all the doubt for belief. Details, you can never take a road too high. If you really knew the power of the tear you cried.
Power of the tears you cry, honey. Every tear takes you to another tear or has that potential. Hi, Pootie. How you doing, Oogie? My niece is in the building. My gorgeous niece. Hi, Nina.
This is your time, child. Relax, exhale now. Don't stop now. Breathe in, breathe out.
I know y'all do not expect more than a two-step from me. I'm 51 years old, for goodness sakes. Get on in here and come rise with Jay. How do you defeat the narcissist?
Every single step, trying to hold my breath, hoping they don't notice me.
I love you.
Surrounded by police, it's like they breathe when they
That's an excellent question, honey. And I appreciate the question. Okay. It's a tough answer, though. How you defeat the narcissist? You got to look at the narcissist as if they were you. They were different parts of you just expressing itself to show you what to do or what not to do. But the narcissist is really pieces, everything you see or are allowed to. Hi, E is God's son. Everything you see or are allowed to view, because only you make things live when you look at it. If you're not looking at it, it does not exist. I know that's highly advanced information, but not for you, Shanita. You know. If you're not viewing it, if you're not observing it or giving it your attention, which is the highest form of currency, it does not exist. I promise you. Even if you see something and you don't give it your valuable currency, your energy, that thing will fizzle out. I'm telling you, that's how that works. So you don't give it your currency. You don't give it your attention. That's how you defeat the narcissist. Right? You act oblivious. You welcome, sweetie. We got 3,000 people in the YouTube house. Go follow my niece Shanita on Shanita with the News. Shanita, you got Facebook. Shanita is so beautiful. So many things, so many activities. Sky, the Popski, has an amazing channel on TikTok. Follow Sky, SKHYE, on TikTok. The Shanita Frequency, which this girl can sing, and it's funny and it's hilarious and loves honey, and she will give you that tea, baby, in a hilarious manner. Sky Barking Blue on TikTok. You got to go see this Pupsy's eyes. This is my grand niece. Sky is my grand niece. Pupsky. Okay. So, guys, look. Right, I'm losing weight. So look. So yes, that's how you defeat the narcissist. You don't give it your energy. You don't give it your currency. You act like it doesn't exist. Oh, shit happens to me on the constant basis where if I was the old me, I would listen. Okay. Hi, Willie Bowen. You're a sexy self too. Listen, if I was to give it my attention, I'm telling you, I would have a mental attack on people, right? If I had to look, you ever had somebody steal from you in your face and then act like you don't see it? And that's just like having somebody digging up their nose right in your face and act like you don't see it. Like, I'm telling you, it's like, listen, you gotta act like you don't see shit. And Listen, I'm gonna tell you this too. When you act oblivious to shit that's going on around you and act like you don't see it, guess what? And you don't wish bad karma on people. You don't tell people, oh, God gonna get you about me, or God don't play about me. Now, yes, God don't play about you. But when you have intentions of God, I hope God gets you. God know when you listen, that energy is only for you. You got to have that oblivious energy, like you don't know people doing shit. When you see somebody doing shit towards you, you gotta have that energy like, what? Just like a child. You gotta be like a child. And God said, if you mess with one of my kids, it's like hanging a millstone. You might as well hang a millstone on your neck. Go jump in the river, right? So, but once you go ahead and put your energy into wanting bad for them, now you done took on their karma. Now y'all sharing that karma. So you gotta act like you don't see it and be, for real, don't put your energy into what people do to you because you good. You all the way good, and this is the energy you have to listen. This is the room you gotta sit in. That I'm good room. That you know what I'm saying? You gotta act like you kind of slow. You gotta. I'm telling you, you gotta make it appear to people that you don't know that you slow, right? Let them bathe in the comfort of you being slow and you being retarded. Let them bathe in that. And don't, listen, let them keep thinking it. It's okay. It's okay. Now, this is people that you have to be around. People that you don't have to be around, get the fuck on, honey. Don't be around that energy. Okay? So, I'm telling you, nobody can avenge you like God. But you got to keep your hands out of it. You got to keep your thoughts out of there. You got to keep, listen, hi, sweetie, yeah, gorgeous. You got to keep your whole mind out of that. Don't be worrying about what God going to do to somebody else. That ain't your business. Because 9 times out of the 10, if they practice these bad behaviors, quote unquote, because it's really not good and bad in here. If they practicing these quote unquote bad behaviors, 9 times out of the 10, they're in need, or they think they're in need. They haven't come to the place where all is given to me because I serve a God and God serves me back. How about that? But that's too highly advanced for Facebook and YouTube. I serve a God that serves me right back. God said, command ye me. Okay, this is what we doing today, God. This is what we doing. We're going to go ahead. Listen. You got to say shit before it happens. Listen, this is why you can't focus on nobody else. I'm going to tell you, you got to say shit before it happened as if it was. And if you believe that shit, I'm going to tell you that shit will come through. Listen, case in point. I was talking about, I think it was yesterday or maybe Friday, I was talking about how the bills ain't gonna get me down. Shit. I said, I dance with them bills. I dance. I be like, let's dance, right? I don't care if they this high, which ain't they not. I don't care if they was this high. I'll be like, let's dance. Shit, I'm steady working. I'm steady thinking of shit to do that's creative. So yeah, let's dance, right? How about it's overwhelming. Remember I said I wanted a part-time job? All these jobs, I got a flood of part-time jobs calling me. How about my boss asked me yesterday, you want to do some overtime? I was like, I don't know. I got stuff to do. Look, you got to play hard to get when you excited. What I wanted to say is book it. So I'm getting that overtime that I wasn't getting for months, okay? But because this is what I like to do. People in the conscious community gonna laugh at you for working because they're gonna be like, you should create your own shit. But this is what I like to do. I like my work. I love my work. Just doing my work, just driving, just being free, just being out there. It gives me a charge. Okay. So look. So not only that, but the programs that I used to be in, that I'm not in no more, that my rent just went up $400. They look. Is there anything we can do for you? Got that email yesterday. You were amazing in this program. Is there something that we can do for you? Do you need help with anything? Listen, you got to walk in that shit and believe it. I'm telling you, you can't look. Listen, you can't look with these eyes. You got to look with your heart, and you got to know. You got to be still and know. But then you got to dance. You got to dance. You know how the Indians did the rain dance? You got to dance that shit into existence. I'm telling you. Nothing that you want is what's the name? Nothing you want is hidden from you. And once you really come into consciousness, you ain't gonna really want shit. You're just gonna relish in your peace. Excuse this faux pas. You're gonna relish in your peace and serenity. I don't even really use no comb. Look. I'm gonna tell you, life is it's all about you. Once you set it on others, you just lost it. I'm telling you, you got to, hold on y'all, let me put this ponytail in. Good gosh almighty, honey. Hi, Cuddleton. Hi, sweetie. That's my friend. Friend of mine. Alright. Alright, so hold on, guys. Okay. Come right, Jay. Alright, so look. I wanted to talk about the reset. The resist is the reset. Once you resist something that you really want at that particular time, you done reset the whole atmosphere. You done reset the world. You done, listen. Hold on, guys, because I'm going to put this away. Listen. I'm totally convinced that it's people that don't. I'm totally convinced. Hi, Hurricane. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hi, Krishna. Good morning. Glad you're back. Thank you for coming. So look, right? The resist is the reset. Once you resist something, it's like you shut everything down. You resetting everything. It's like the great reset. Once you resist something, let me tell you, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? So this is what they were saying at this one place I go to NA. I forget what they were saying, but when you resist something, you reset everything, right? You only get a daily reprieve though. So if you go back and pick it up again, and now you done put out a monster that's 10 times more stronger, right? Cougar Town! He said, I can't resist Cougar Town. You are too funny. Oh my God, I am so much grateful for that. Oh, bless your heart, sweetie. Guys, I might get your comments late, okay? So I'm not ignoring you guys. I might get your comments late, okay? So look, guys, look. Once you resist something, you reset the world. Meaning the world becomes your oyster. But guess what? You resist for 3 days. Oh, now, listen. This is what, this is what the Christ dying and coming back for 3 days. Meaning, if you die to the flesh, the Christ consciousness will rise in you after 3 days. Now, that's highly advanced information. You might say, oh, Janice, you're reaching. Okay, that's fine. You'll come back to this information as you grow, and then you'll understand what I'm saying, okay? 3 days. I'm giving you, see, the Bible is a spell book of how to get back to the Christ consciousness, how to be aligned with Christ consciousness. So, you resist for 3 days. You die to the flesh for 3 days. Now the Christ consciousness raises up in you, and you can see everything that Satan or the self was trying to offer you. Okay, I'm going to give you the world. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you that. You resist that for 3 days. Guess what? Now you got your own oomph. Now you one with God and Christ, right? But if you fall subject to your desires, the Satan, the self, oh, now this is what you have. Everything that come along with that. Food, drugs, alcohol, sex, all of that. But guess what? That stuff is okay, except the drugs. Even though food is a drug, I'll tell you right now. Christ was talking about take my body and eat. He's talking about the sun. That's highly advanced information. He wasn't talking about eat, because listen, people in consciousness gonna fool you and say that it's about cannibalism. It's not. Krishna, do not spam the chat, okay? I'm going to boot your ass out of here. Okay, you gotta go, bitch. Don't play with me. And listen, you don't want to play with me for real, okay? I'm not talking about nothing physical either. So yeah, I'm doing you a favor and I'm going to remove you. I'm going to do you that favor. Okay? Don't play with me. I'm not talking about physical. That's my last time telling you. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. Because I said so. Now, I erase your messages. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and don't spam my chat, okay? Do yourself that favor, Krishna. All right. Let's get back to the lesson. It's okay. Listen. You got thrown off for a minute, okay? You get yourself together and come back into the room, and there you go. Okay? No love lost, baby. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. So look. When Christ was saying, "Eat, take my body and eat," was talking about the sun, not cannibalism. Now, people that's into just discovering consciousness gonna say, oh, the Bible is talking about cannibalism. Communion is cannibalism. Oh, my body is the sun, the S-U-N. This is what we're supposed to be, like I said in a couple previous live streams. This is what we're supposed to be eating ultimately: sunlight and water. This is what we used to eat. Okay? This is what we used to eat: sunlight and water, but that's highly advanced information. Not going to go into that right here. That's for paying people. No, I'm sure. Anyway, so yes, this is the higher in consciousness you come, the weirder you want to seem to people, the more get the likes up too, guys. The more it's okay. A matter of fact, sweetie, what's the name him? Excommunicate him from the group. Cause he pissing me off. It's not okay to, that's right, to sell drugs. It's not okay. Right, Willie? So, no judgments. No judgments. So this is highly advanced information. Maybe I shouldn't have said that for this live stream, because that's the information for people who searching for metaphysics, and for people searching for a way up and out of the jail that is Earth. Meaning, Earth is what you make it. It's a school, actually, but it's a prison at the same time. Right? As you learn and come into consciousness, if you become very, what do you call it? Narcissistic, because you can become narcissistic as you're learning, and as you see people like, quote unquote, beneath you that's not learning, that's still really deep into politics, religion, education, entertainment, business, and stuff like that. When you see people that's totally invested in this stuff and this 3D stuff, you're going to look down on them, and then you're going to think you the great I am and stuff like that. Listen, the only sin in the spiritual realm is abuse of power. That's why I try to balance out what I know, what I can do and stuff like that. I don't do nothing I don't want done to me. I don't give a sue my lou what go down. I'm not going to do nothing to nobody that I don't want done to me, because I am very responsible with the gifts I've been given. And that's why my life be lit. I'm responsible, not only physically, but spiritually. You have to be responsible in your abilities and stuff like that. You can't be like the people, quote unquote, that you think you better than. You can't. I mean, what's the use? Nobody's better than nobody else. That's the gag, though. That's the gag. The gag is that we are all one person inside of the body of Christ. Period. Once we realize that, once we walk in that, once we own that, there you go. We will not walk in fear. We will stand up for ourselves. We will stand up for our neighbor. We will love on our neighbor as ourselves, which is the whole of the law, right? But I think I put some stuff in there that was way too advanced for this particular live stream, but it's okay. There you go. I don't like arguing with my wife. I just tell my side girl was right about you and walk away. That's not nice. Lucky Frankie, that ain't. And you off topic. That is not nice. Hi, God of Moonlight. God of Moonlight. Bye. You have done. Okay. Get them off of there. Because we don't do that. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get that person off of here. Yeah, you know what? If you knew that God was within, if you knew that the heavens was in, there you go. Get him out of my stream or her. Boot. Yeah, you got to go. Have a nice day. Now you gotta create another freaking, what's the name? If you wanna, enjoy the particular live stream. Now you gotta create another avatar to come up on the here because that you got to go. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You have to be very responsible with what you know, with what you say, with what you do. You got to be responsible. You can't, just say and do what you want to say and do, right? That's why it's a big responsibility to try to sit here and talk to people for any amount of time. And like I said, y'all, this channel is not, I don't want you to do what I'm doing. I just let you know what my experience is, and then you could take it from there with what you, sometimes you look at somebody and learn what to do, and sometimes you learn what not to do. These is my experiences, right? As my perception goes. So you don't have to go ahead and listen to me or do what I say, right? Oh, hey Shanita, what did you just put in the chat? Cause that's why. What was that? I think that somebody is maybe it might be YouTube intercepting the chat. I'm not sure. This chat didn't go at all the way I wanted it to go because I forgot what I was going to say. That's right. Okay, so what is the altar? The altar is, so, all right, this is very high advanced information. An altar is an alternate personality within you. See, this is the stuff that preachers will not tell you. And this is breaking up yourself into different personalities. Leave your burdens with the person that can inside of you that can deal with it. And this is why you talk out loud. Oh, a laughing emoji. Okay. That's what that is. Okay. Because I ain't know what that is. Okay, so no Willie Bowen. Listen. That's, okay. Right. The church altar. Exactly. Right. Okay, so yeah, this particular live stream is not for metaphysics. I'm gonna just let you guys have it. He said, I mean the church altar. Right, the church altar. Okay. The church is within, sweetie. The church is within. Everything that the preachers are talking about, they're really talking in code. The church is within. The temple of God is within you. That's why Christ said, if you see a person and say the kingdom is there or pointing to the church temple or the church, No, it's within. So an altar is within. There's an altar within you. And that's God. That's God. That's the person that can, or the person that can deal with all the stuff that the world is going to put on you. That's what that's saying. But that is way advanced for this particular live stream. The altar is the God within. Not the literal church altar. Christ did not mess with the church. That's the gag in the whole thing. Christ went in the church and tore everything up. Said, this is, you money changers in here. I don't got nothing to do with this. So you got to read your Bible, guys. You got to read your Bible and just stop regurgitating and really learn for yourself what these things are talking. Just correlate everything it is saying to within you, because the kingdom, you got to find everything inside of you. You're not going to find anything outside of you that's not in you. So you got to correlate all of that with the kingdom within. Anything else is blasphemy. It's serving outside stuff. And this is why we suffer, because we serve, we go to the altar and bow down, but we're not bowing down to the God within. Because we so want visuals. We want visuals. No, you got to close your eyes for this. You got to close your eyes. Right? It's unseen. It's shapeless. It's formless. It's unseen. It's irresistible. It's the God within, guys. We gotta wake up. Okay, guys. You are the church. You are the temple. These things are talking about the altar within, not the church altar. The altar within. There's an altar inside of you that you totally don't even see. We walk around deaf, dumb, and blind. Not nobody in here. Talking about me. I'm talking about me. We walk around deaf, dumb, and blind because we're not closing our eyes for what we want, for looking for God. We're seeking God out. We're seeking God out. God is not going to hide God's face from you, but you got to close your eyes to see. The church is within, nowhere else. The temple of God is within you, nowhere else. Now, if you go ahead, that's the source. Now, if you go to the source, all of these things is additions. It's not what we serving. We don't serve nothing that with shape and form. We don't serve nothing with shape and form. Because these are anything with shape and form is an engraven image. It's an image. Okay? So we don't serve nothing with shape and form. We only serve the God within. And there you go. Okay? So guys, I thank you very much for coming. And it's been 33 minutes. There you go. I'll talk to you guys later. I wish you all peace, wholeness, everything wonderful and amazing that your hand and your heart can hold, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Wholeness.